Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Wednesday, 8th of June. And here we are. So today I was talking about I wouldn't be surprised if we see some reds today. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin makes its way down to 30,200 again. We need to get Bitcoin to 31,747 at all cost. Otherwise, kiss it goodbye. And I'm going to tell you why. And by the way, today's free signal is going to be cost to USDT. So 782, put a stop at 760 and potentially sell 940. This is cost, by the way. I just want to give you an overview of cost before we dive into Bitcoin and the reason why we're taking the trade of cost. You can already see that we broke out of a huge resistance after a long time. So one touch, nearly a touch, some few touches here, one here, and you've already come all the way down to this trend line. So what was resistance is support. So I'm really buying at the support level, and there's a very low risk ratio right now. So what I'm going to say is that the reason why the 760 is going to be the stop loss basically is this wick. So if anyhow it does come down here, takes out this wick right over there, then it's probably going to be invalidated. Okay, so there's a possibility that it doesn't play out because there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, but I think it's worth the risk because the risk is so low, and I'm just buying at the support. So if you're losing support, look at that. It's almost like 2.10% loss. It's basically $2 out of $100 that you invest in. But anyway, that's just cost. Let's see if it works. Doesn't work, I don't care. Now Bitcoin, here we are with the Bitcoin, and so talking about Bitcoin, guys, the troublemaker in the market is Bitcoin, right? Anything that works goes with Bitcoin, but a lot of altcoins have been going against Bitcoin. Ocean went against Bitcoin. We saw Chainlink, which again made a perfect prediction on that one as well, has also gone against Bitcoin's movement. But there's an issue right now, and on the daily, we're putting in a huge, some sort of a hanging man right here. Do you see that? And there's a little bit of a pressure down here being built for Bitcoin. So hanging mans are not really good. Let's do a Google on hanging man, right? So hanging man, a candlestick like that. If I show you the images right now, you're going to see that when you make an uptrend like this, some green candles, and then you make some sort of a hammer candle, just the way Bitcoin put in a hammer candle, almost like that one, but after an uptrend, that's not really good. Okay, that's not really good. Another thing that I still want to point out though is that previously I told you about the resistance here. Okay, so this resistance again is being respected. So look at it this way: one touch, second touch, third one, and today finally you make another touch. Now even if you ask me, in 100 years, okay, in 100 years, is Bitcoin gonna go up? I'm gonna say I don't know, man. It's just uncertainty here. Okay, as long as you're finding resistance and you're not breaking resistance, I'm gonna tell you for the next 100 years that no, it's not a good time to even place an order because let's talk about this one. Let's say some scenarios. Some people do you know what they do? They're like, oh no, but my Jeff actually invested in Bitcoin. I'm also going to invest in Bitcoin. And they think that it's going to go up once they actually start to buy Bitcoin, and it doesn't go up because they thought, they didn't even apply any logic into buying their coins, right? They were not applying any logic. They potentially saw CNN reporting that, hey, Bitcoin is going to go up or SHIB is going to go up, but they actually didn't apply any logic. They're going to be like, hey, CNN is reporting, I'm going to buy Bitcoin all of a sudden, and then boom, Bitcoin starts to drop to the downside. All right. Now that this is out of the way, this resistance is coming in. The reason why I said on the Discord as well that let's talk about this one. Yeah, we need to get Bitcoin above 31,747 at all costs, otherwise kiss it goodbye. And this signal might go against Bitcoin. You might see Bitcoin even dumping, but this one might go up. It's all about its own setup, okay? Very beautiful setup, I think. Now, from here, guys, you might see this thing start to actually come down to fill this wick down here at 29,271. You might see Bitcoin come down here, lose this trend line once again, and continue with the downtrend as normal, because once again you're still the resistance. this is out of the way. That's out of the way. There is a few thing to point out for Bitcoin here on the weekly time frame. Okay, so I want to dive into the weekly, and the weekly time frame is super important. I have been watching Twitter. I've been looking at so many popular, TA analysts out there, and they're talking about how this is a falling wedge, and it's looking amazing, and this and that. To be honest, it is a falling wedge. I'm not saying it's not a falling wedge, but I don't know why people still want to hide the reality from new investors. I don't know why these popular people are not so very honest. Okay, they are still not giving a very honest opinion about the Bitcoin chart, because there are so many patterns that they're not talking about. Pattern like a bear flag. Okay, you do have a bear flag. You do have a technical target to go to $20,000, and that's something that you don't have to forget. The only thing that this can do is that out of the falling wedge, there's always a good and nice chance that you go to the upper resistance of the falling wedge, which could be also 37k, 36k, which will be the you're just making the falling wedge up, down, up, down, up, go up to 36k, and then you go down. But that is the falling wedge story. But there's another thing that people are not still talking about, and I want to talk about it because I'm going to be honest with you. And it's this line right over here, okay? This resistance that you see. Bitcoin might be making a kiss of death on the weekly, and no one is talking about it. No one is actually talking about this one. Look at resistance number one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches over there. This almost has another 5 touches. You do have one touch right over here, and can you notice how you make a wick to the downside very quickly? And for the first time ever since 4th of January 2021, last year, I'm talking about last year, almost 1 year and 5 to 6 months later, you are closing below this line, and you're actually just going back for the retest, and there's a good chance you're looking for Bitcoin to basically drop really, really badly. And this would also be a huge descending triangle, and this might have never been like a falling wedge. You might even make that it's a descending triangle, and you're looking for Bitcoin to basically drop again from there to there, again down to $18,000. So $20,000 written for Bitcoin. It's really written for Bitcoin on so many different levels. Okay, the bear flag, the monthly, even on the monthly, you do have like double tops. Okay, so this, what you're looking at it right now, is one top and a second top. There's a good chance only for Bitcoin on a monthly time frame that I will even say that, oh, Bitcoin is looking to come up maybe to 34k and make a kiss of death here. And if we talk about the double top in the monthly here, you're taking Bitcoin from there to there. You're looking for Bitcoin to basically drop even down to this level, which is $17,000, and that would be officially in play as long as you're not crossing the neckline as well. To me, that on a higher time frame, though, on the lower time frame, yes, there's a pumps and dumps, but on a higher time frame, Bitcoin is actually kind of being in trouble in the meanwhile for the next coming few months. I'm not keeping my spirits up. I don't want to keep your spirits up as well, but it's all about logic and applying logic and technical analysis. And that's it for today's update, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.